Hello again and welcome to another program in our series Sachin the Great. We're going to go to England now. The year is 2002 and to a beautiful ground in the north of England where it gets cold at night and it can certainly rain. This is Chester Street in Durham. This is Sachin Tendulkar's third tour of England. But at the time, the new Indian think tank were thinking, and they did it, of putting Tendulkar into the middle order to bat at 4 to bolster what they perceived was a weak middle order. It meant, of course, that Sehwag was opening the innings. But Sachin's record in England hadn't been particularly good. His top score was just 31 coming into this match at Chester Street in Durham. Ganguly won the toss and decided to bat. Soon India were in trouble. They were 48 for 2, but then Tendulkar came into bat. In comes Sachin Tendulkar, the most magnificent record in one-day cricket, averaging 44, 31 one-day international centuries, 56 half-centuries, a strike rate of 86, and playing in his 291st one-day international. Scored just the one at Lord's. Tendulkar's gone for the quick run. That's good running by Sachin Tendulkar. Monge was scurrying like a hare, but Tendulkar had read it well.
He's out. Simple catch to mid-wicket. The slower delivery perhaps. This is the reason why people like Virendra Sehwag need to keep going when they're batting well and not throw their wickets away. That is good field placing by the England captain. Short mid-wicket. You need to keep two fielders in catching position. There it is, a slightly slower delivery, trying to play that straight into the hands of Andrew Flintoff. India 52 for 3.
Monge departs for 27, caught Flintoff, bowled off. It's 52 for 3 in the 11th. Tendulkar leaning into the ball, just getting the one to Ashley Giles, the third man. Tendulkar's got that away. Irani is the fielder, and Tendulkar will come back for a second. .65 for 3. Tendulkar on 5.
Lovely shot.
Just half parried by the man at mid-off. That's Jeremy Snape. He's the replacement or substitute fielder.
It's always on the cards. That's a sensational shot. Oh, poor Irani. He would dearly have loved to put his hands around that and save a boundary after what happened in the previous over, but that shot was hit too hard for him. Tendulkar's decided he's going to have a go. It's 100 for 3, and what a good shot this is. Look how hard he's hit it. And he's picked the gap quite beautifully. Wonderful, wonderful shot. The commentary box, Bob Willis and Ravi Shastri.
Yes, I think it's the placement of that front foot. He's got very close to the line of the ball. He's met it early, and that's why it's gone square. At times when you get inside the line of the ball and then look to work it away, fine. Again, gone off the outside edge. He was looking to work it away on the onside. I think the fact that Stewart's come up will help Irani as well, because he'll be more focused. He's taken the aerial route for the first time and cleared the ground comfortably. Mid-on was up and Tendulkar opens the shoulders.
Well, this was always going to be the problem for England. Collingwood spell always likely to be expensive. And once those floodgates open, it's very, very difficult to close them again. And straight away, Hussain is forcing mid-on back to a long-on position, just leaving 4 fielders inside the circle now. Another gap opens for Tendulkar. And that long on in business straight away. What are your thoughts, Ravi, on splitting up the successful Ganguly-Tendulkar opening partnership? Is this some experimentation during this NatWest series from India?
I think they're thinking of the World Cup, and they want Tendulkar to bat at 4. Though everyone knows that he is a prolific scorer at the top of the order. I guess they just get the feeling that if he departs early on, it's like a knockout punch. They feel that it's much better for the dressing room if he's still there batting at 4, so that even if India lose a couple of wickets, he's got the experience now to back through the innings and take India to decent scores. So I think this is something they've thought about. It's not been easy to make that decision, and it never will be easy, because he's just that kind of player. That's another magnificent shot.
Well, I'm afraid Paul Collingwood's bowling just isn't up to international standard. He's conceded 23 runs now, and he's only bowled 16 deliveries. After a period of calm, this is a high-risk policy from Nasser Hussain.
Walked away on the onside. Tendulkar will look for 2 and will get it comfortably. This is a good partnership now. 86 added.
Has taken 117 balls, but India did lose early wickets today. New experience for them in this NatWest series. They're setting a target rather than chasing one.
Just keeping a little low. 5 of that over. 140 for 3.
Dravid trying there, swinging it round towards mid-wicket. This won't go all the way by any means. It'll gain them 2.
That's the 100 partnership for the 2. They've done very well. Rebuilding work, workmanlike, beavered away. Now's the time to accelerate, step on the gas, take a bit of calculated risk, because there is plenty of batting to come. But the important thing is, one out of these 2 set batsmen has to bat through.
It's only one to Dravid, and it is a half century for India's vice-captain Rahul Dravid. Acknowledges applause from a good crowd here at the Riverside. 50 in 86 balls, just 4 boundaries, but a very valuable innings for India.
Yes, valuable given the situation. He's taken 86 balls to get to that 50, but because he had those early jitters, 3 wickets, 3 quick wickets falling, really had to play himself in. With Tendulkar at the other end, look how Tendulkar's running. Decides against the second. So it's been 7 overs since these 2 have hit a boundary. That shows the discipline, the dogged discipline of this English side. They've really stifled them. Nothing's easy when you're playing against them. Very methodical, very professional.
It's been 7 overs since the boundary came for India. Now 1. Dravid has turned the right way and he's decided to go back for the second. That's good running. 2 more runs to Rahul Dravid. He's on 52. Sachin Tendulkar on 48. India 156 for 3.
Going really has been tough for the Indians, but if you want to place in the sun, expect some blisters.
.156 for 3. And that's the score after 35 overs. .50 for Sachin Tendulkar. Another half century for India's master batsman. And that is his 57th half century in one-day internationals and his first half century in one-day international cricket against England in England.
Really has been surprising. A man of his stature getting his first 50 against England in England. really would confuse most people why such a consistent man has not scored those runs in England. But most of the times when he's batted in England, he's batted at number 4 or number 5. He hasn't really opened the innings. But today, he's really adapted very well to the situation. Just taken 72 balls for that 50. Scored it with a minimum of fuss. Hasn't really opted for the big shots. Just on one occasion did he go over the top and all the way. This is such a crucial phase of the game. So much depends on Sachin Tendulkar. He's going to be the pivot. He's going to be the hinge around which the Indian batting is going to revolve. There they are, the dark clouds looming large over the ground.
Nice little touch. Lovely sleight of hand from Tendulkar. 5 balls gone now, this 38th over. 12 to go after this. India 167 for 3. Tendulkar 51, Dravid 60.
Yes, he's picked his spot. That is a sign of greatness. Pick your spot and back yourself to hit the ball there.
Yes. It's now going around the wicket, Ashley Giles, not bowling over and trying to cramp him for room. That's a Marathi word, Sachin Gheuntak, and that's exactly what he's done. He has really Gately of Ashley Giles. Ashley Giles Gately.
More runs. 2 this time. Just wonder if this is a sign that Tendulkar is starting to step up a gear. He realizes, I'm sure, that Giles is going to get 4 overs in here. That if he goes after him early on, then he'll be under a lot of pressure.
Well, this is pretty clever bowling from Ashley Giles, bowling it full so that it doesn't give Tendulkar the opportunity to try and get the elevation to go over the infield. But with the field deep set, he's still got him away for a couple of runs. Now going over the wicket.
And again he's found the spot. This is even better. The man from cover had come in to try and prevent that shot. And cool as a cucumber. Just went straight over.
Well, he doesn't know what to do, Ashley Giles. He's angled the ball towards his pads. Something which gave him trouble in the test match at Bangalore. But Tendulkar has learned from that, playing an inside-out shot over deep extra cover for a boundary.
153. What a shot that is. How often do you see the champion play that shot? Very often he backs himself to open the face and play the more orthodox shot, but he picked his spot. Oh, Tendulkar sending a little message here.
Well, that's why he's the champion. This is not an easy shot to play. You can see he's reversed the blade of the bat and he's whacked it. It's not just a tap, look at that, it is a whack.
And with the middle of the bat. That went very quickly to the boundary. And having got the boundary from the over, an easy single. A strong man, Tendulkar. I think it helps that he does a few things left-handed as well. He's not completely ambidextrous, but does quite a few things left-handed, rights left-handed too. Oh, that is so clever. The ability to decide on a shot, have to change it at the last minute and still make it count for a single. He was looking to play that little lap over down to short fine leg, change at the very last minute and still got a single.
Yes, even if it was predetermined that he was trying to go and play it to the leg side, to change it at the last moment takes something special.
Now then, straight to the fielder. The catch is taken and the partnership is over. Flintoff there. Collingwood gets a wicket. You just got the feeling that Rahul Dravid was reaching out for the ball. So the partnership is broken at last. Rahul Dravid got Flintoff, bowled Collingwood for 82, and India are 221 for 4. Easily taken in the end by Flintoff. Really didn't have to move. And then there it is. It's becoming a habit. I'm not sure it's the best one. 221 for 4.
The experience of Goff, will it come into play? Just a single. I think both these players are dangerous in a situation like this. Yuvraj can play the big shots. He's already got 22 from just 11 deliveries. It's in the air, 1 bounce to the man at long on.
The 3 good deliveries here from Darren Goff, just singles scored from them. It's a very powerful shot is that, nearly knocked Collingwood over at long on. Excellent running. Shake of the head from Darren Goff. He doesn't want 2 out there. Knight is on patrol on that backward square leg boundary. Tendulkar 92. He's accelerated this innings. He had a good look at the start of the innings. People saying that he's been quiet throughout the series. He's announced himself today.
Just singles and twos in that over. 257 for 4. 2 overs remaining. Collingwood, after the pasting he got in the last over, has given way to Pertley. 9 overs for 65 for him, so he's into his final over. Chipped away. Good, clever shot.
Downright cheeky. Well, what cheek. This is a big, wide open ground at Durham. If it had a roof on it, it would come off shortly when this lad gets 100. Premeditated, he keeps his eye on the ball. There's no way you can stop this as a captain. That's genius.
Just gets into such good positions. Forward, across, he's spotted the off break and just helped it on its way. Pressure on the bowler straight away when a boundary is hit of the first ball. He's on 97. That's the single.
Looking extra cover there. He gets a thick inside edge. Just puffs his cheeks out. I don't think he's scored 100 in a one-day game in England. And certainly not against England. 31 against England, so he's just making up for lost time. It's been an exhibition.
Bang, but straight to the man at long on. Gone to him too quickly to even attempt the second.
3 deliveries so far in the over have brought India 6 runs. Tendulkar 98.
There's plenty of support for the Indians right through this tournament. Oh, that's it straight back and into the stumps. Well, he had to take the ball and the stump out in his hand. That gave Yuvraj the time. Both the bails were off.
Well, you've got to know your rules in that sort of situation. Powerful drive down the ground which disturbed the stumps at the non-striking end. Well, this should have been 100. That should have been it.
David Shepard, he'll be happy. The ball crashed into the stumps there. He looked and had a wry smile at Tendulkar. Driven down the ground again, only the single. In fact, a chance for the second now. The 32nd 100 for Sachin Tendulkar. His first against England in England.
Well, it's been a privilege. It's been a wonderful innings. His teammates on the balcony there, standing appreciation. Look at the crowd. Durham is in the north of England for everybody back home in India. It's a cold place, but he's warmed everybody up today.
His both his hundreds in England have come at number 4. One against Kenya in the World Cup. This is first against England here. Now he's decided to cut loose. Simple improvisation. And a boundary to end the over. 269 for 4. Last ball of the innings. Looking to work it away on the onside, but this is a very good performance by India. Losing 3 early wickets, they bounce back to reach 285. Tendulkar, yet another 100 in one-day internationals. Yuvraj Singh has given him good company in the end.
106 off the last 10 overs for India. Sure has taken the game away from England. England were bowling well for a period up to about 35 overs. But it's India who finished the innings very, very strongly. Wickets didn't come for England, but certainly runs came. Well, they call him the little master, Tendulkar. He's played wonderfully well here today. And Yuvraj Singh, 40 from 19. Well played, says Alex Stewart. England have got a game on here.
(32nd 100 in one-day internationals). Not often he's got hundreds at number 4. His first against England in England, and he deserves the standard ovation he's getting, because when he came out to the centre, India were in a spot of bother. It was that partnership between Dravid and Tendulkar that brought India back on track. And this crowd that has turned out here today, a big crowd, close to 15,000 people, they've been entertained.
It was a sparkling century, 105, but there were some great runs at the end of that match, with Yuvraj flailing the bat with his 40 not out. India 285 for 4. That really was a testing target. England 53 for 1, and then of course the rain came and no further play was possible, and this was a no result. It was a no result, but it went into the record books. Another century by Sachin Tendulkar at Chester Street in Durham. We have another program to go in this series, Sachin the Great. Hope you enjoyed this one, though, even though there was no result. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.